Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to add, change, and update roles and permissions on your Wix website. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a clear understanding of how to invite collaborators, assign the right permissions, and even create custom roles, making your website team management efficient and secure. Whether you're running a business site, online store, or a blog, knowing how to manage roles is crucial for both workflow and security. So let's dive in. First, you'll want to select the specific site you want to manage inside your Wix dashboard. If you're handling multiple websites, double-check you're in the right one because each site has its own unique set of collaborators and settings. Once you're inside, head over to the Settings panel. It can feel a bit like the control room of your website. This is where all the important tweaks happen. Look for roles and permissions. This section is kind of like your website's guest list, controlling who has access and who can do what. Now, if you're inviting new collaborators, go ahead and click on the option there. It should say something like Invite Collaborators. If you have a team set up already or you're starting fresh, just hit Invite to Team. Wix will prompt you to continue. Just confirm and move forward. Sometimes this part might take a moment, so don't worry if you see a loading screen. Once you're in the invite form, you can type in the email addresses of the people you want to bring on board. Imagine you're the director assembling your cast. Each role you assign determines what scenes they can take part in. Here, Wix lets you choose from a variety of role types. Let me explain each role because picking the right permissions really matters. For general roles, there's admin, co-owner. This person can edit, publish, even handle billing and payments. But important to note, they can't delete or transfer the site. Think of them as a trusted captain, but not the owner of the ship. Website manager gets similar editing and publishing powers, minus sensitive actions like billing or deletion. Perfect for someone keeping content fresh, but not handling finances. Website designer is focused on visuals and structure. They can edit and manage settings but can't access inbox or contacts, so your communications stay private. Back office manager handles site settings and apps, but they can't change the website itself, almost like an office admin who keeps systems running smoothly behind the scenes. A content writer can update text, links, and media, even publish, but their reach is limited to site content, not settings or billing. Next are editor roles. Website. Viewer can browse all pages but not make changes. Great for stakeholders or advisors who just need to see progress. Website commenter can add comments and tags for feedback but can't directly edit, making them perfect for collaborative brainstorming. For your database, CMS roles come in. CMS editor can add and change content within all collections but can't touch the layout of your site. CMS admin goes a step further and manages the structure inside your collections without access to other site areas. Billing roles are key for financial tasks. Billing manager can make purchases, handle subscriptions, payments, and connect domains. Domain manager is a bit more restricted, managing domains but not the purchasing side. For marketing and customer management, a marketing manager steers promos, contact management, automations, and can view analytics. A full suite for your marketing department. Customer Relations Manager is ideal for someone focused on day-to-day client interactions, managing forms, tasks, automations, and communication without being able to export the contact list. Point-of-sale roles are important for online stores. Store Manager handles all POS actions, dashboard access, but doesn't manage payment details or make edits to the site. Cashier is even more focused. They can check out customers on POS, but not see dashboards or product catalogs. Finally, for payments, Payments Manager can oversee customer payments but can't purchase domains or subscriptions. Payments Admin has full access to payment setup, reports, and tax docs, vital for US-based businesses needing to handle the books directly. The Financial Manager role is for someone overseeing payouts and settlement reports, but not making purchases or setup changes. Wix also allows you to create your own custom roles, tailoring permissions to fit unique team needs. So if none of the defaults match exactly what's needed, you're not stuck. Once you've invited your collaborators and assigned roles, you can go back to manage roles anytime to update or remove access. It's a good idea to review these regularly, especially as your team or project needs shift. And that's it. If this video helped clarify how to manage roles and permissions on Wix, be sure to hit like. Got questions about which role to assign or how custom roles work? Drop them below. I'd love to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a practical tutorial like this one. Thanks for watching.